It's next year.
Egypt Salah were knocked out of the Afcon yesterday, which means the forward will be returning to Liverpool, but will he be in the starting 11 for Burnley? Plus, we also look at the Guehi situation, the fee it might cost, the competition we face, and whether we should wait for him or pull the trigger now. And we also look ahead to Burnley at the weekend. People, it's LFC Focus. We've got Ram, we've got Enz, we've got Jamie, and we've got Luke Tanner. Sit back, relax. Let's get into this.
Hi, this is Jordan Henderson, and you're watching Team Kop-ish.
Ain't free back again, ripping LFC till the end, so go on tell a friend. If they rockin' red, they're a 10 champions, we the best, we come again. Kopish clean up in every region, elevation in every season. Catch up in all the fast match up in real rap, and drifty go on tell them this is that, this is that. This is Kopish, this is Kopish. Reppin' Liverpool to the end, champions, we the best, come again. This is that, this is Kop-ish, this is Kop-ish. The main free back up in your screen, real ones know this the place to be. This is Kop-ish.
Good morning, lovely people. Hope you're all well. Please do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also check out all the channels of all of the panelists. Gents, how are we doing this morning?
All right, man. Weather's not bad again. Just UK weather, but all good.
I was going to say, it's raining heavy where I am.
Yeah, it's raining now. Where I'm at. Your Ed, send me the location. Where you at, bro?
Yeah, where are you, bro? Like, you in the Maldives or something?
I wish.
Nah, tell me about it, man. People. We're back speaking about Liverpool Football Club, the club that gives us so many highs and so many lows as well. But we are on the brink of playing Burnley. But before we speak about that, Mo Salah's Egypt were knocked out by Sadio Mane's Senegal yesterday. And it's something that's been on the back burner because he's been at the Afcon. But we can't forget what happened before he went and the fallout between him, Slot, what seemingly seems like the hierarchy as well. Enz, I'll start with you. Do you think things have been resolved now behind the scenes, or do you still think there's lingering issues with Salah and the hierarchy and Slot?
I think things should have been sorted by now, to be fair. And I think the time away is probably given both parties the time to kind of just let the situation die down. So then when he comes back, it could just be normal, back to training, and then probably back into the first team. But if it hasn't, that means one side is holding feelings, and I don't know why. Just get on with it. I think the betterment, we have to do the better thing for the fans and the club itself. So I think both parties should just look, let's let it go now. What can we now achieve going into the back end of the season? Does Salah come back into the team? Probably. But let's see, innit? Let's see. I think that is he back for Burnley though?
No.
What was it again? Probably a bit too early.
Got a third or fourth place playoff on Saturday, didn't you?
Game of it, so he ain't back for Burnley.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
he'd be back for Marseille.
Okay, fair. Okay, look, let's see, man. Let's see when he comes back in. I still think when he comes back in, we have to shift his position now.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Okay, cool. No worries.
Enz was just on smoke from the get-go. I see it. Ram, I'll come to you next.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool haven't been great since Salah's gone to the Afcon, but we also wasn't great when Salah was playing as well. Do you think he's come back at the right time for Liverpool? And do you think he could give us that injection that we've missed over the last few games?
Oh, Cal. Define right time.
Would you? We need to start winning games so we can get back in, like, comfortably into the top four.
Yeah, but this is the thing, right? If you're telling me like a class player is coming back into the team to help the team, and me still not being confident in winning football matches, says a lot. It says a lot. Because like you said beforehand, even when we had Salah in the team, we didn't look good. Even when we didn't have Salah in the team, we didn't look good. So what is going to change, in my view, when Salah does come back? I'm hearing a lot of people saying that Salah should hold bench because we haven't lost when he's been in the team. Well, unfortunately, Conor Bradley's injured. So we only have one fit right back left. So naturally, we have...
In our eyes, we have one fit right back. In Slot's eyes, we have Frimpong, Szoboszlai, and Gomez who can play.
And Jones.
and so we have 4 fit right backs in slot size.
Can I just look through? Can I look through the team in my eyes, please?
I
don't care about what sort. Just let me look through it from my eyes. You could correct me afterwards, but we have Frimpong, who we all know going down that right hand side is probably the most threatening player in our team because of his raw pace, his dribbling ability, and his ability to keep hold of the ball under pressure. From multiple fullbacks, so keeping him on the wings, either a wing back or a right wing or fullback, is the best thing possible. So that position is going to be occupied by Frimpong unless he gets injured. That leaves Szoboszlai, who's been playing at right wing recently. We saw how he looks at right wing. He still, for me, doesn't look comfortable on the right wing. We saw what he did in central midfield. He looks so much better, so much more comfortable. If his head's switched on most of the time. So that's where I say Salah will come straight back into the team. And to be fair, the best performance that we had in the last 10 games was Brighton at home. And who came on after 11 minutes?
Very true.
Mo Salah.
Jay, one of the things you've been really talking about, especially since the Atletico Madrid game, is you have a desire to see Salah and Frimpong play on that right-hand side. Now, you may finally get your wish. However, from an attacking standpoint, as great as that seems, it could work brilliantly. But from a defensive standpoint, are you concerned at all with them two playing? And plus, do you have any concerns with how Frimpong's body will hold up, considering he's had a couple of hamstring injuries so far this season?
I don't give a shit, to be honest. I'm being absolutely truthful. I'm sick of all this defending bollocks. We're shit at defending, even without Salah. Like, what is like this? This all of a sudden we're amazing defensively. The last 11 games is a total pile of PR bullshit. It pretty much is.
Tell us how you really feel, Jay.
We're still easy. We're still easy to get at. You know, we pretty much played the A team in the FA Cup, and Barnsley hit the post in the first 30 seconds. And you know, there's still their winger was absolutely annihilating our right hand side. So he's a League One winger. So all this stuff about, oh yeah, we're defensively better and all this, it's rubbish, it's balls. You know, I want a more attack-minded right-hand side. And defensively, look, if you're playing Szoboszlai on the right-hand side of a midfield three, yeah, he's going to shift across naturally anyway. Frimpong's got the legs to run back anyway and make recovering tackles. And you need, look, we've got no right-hand side, people. This is what people have got to remember. We literally have no right-hand side. The people want to keep playing a right back. Frimpong's good at right back. He's not good at right wing. There's a massive difference. You know, what people have been watching with Frimpong, why people like Frimpong lately is because his ability to go past people with pace in that wide area of the pitch and go around the outside of people to get crosses in. That's what a fullback should be doing. Yeah, we've just been used to fullbacks cutting inside for the last 2 years and playing in central midfield. Frimpong's best asset, though, if you watched a lot of the last 2 games, he's not getting the ball up the pitch like a winger. He's getting the ball in deep areas of the pitch like a wing-back, fullback, and running from that position, which allows Mo to be cutting inside a lot more and being more of a goal threat. Yeah, this whole thing of defending drives me mad. Like, if people are happy with this, be happy with it. I'm not. I can't. I want some entertainment again. I don't mind us winning games 3-1, 3-2. I'd rather have beaten Leeds 3-2 than 3-all. Do you know what I mean? 4-3, 5-3 than the 3-all game, because we're just thinking about attacking a little bit more. Yeah, like I think there's some people out there that have done with Mo Salah. There's a lot of people out there now. You read it on Twitter yesterday, you know, Empire of the Kop and stuff like that. They're done with Salah. They don't want to see Salah play for Liverpool no more. They're done with him. They think we're better without him now. The narrative's crazy. This club is the best club in the world at building up a legend and then dumping on that legend as soon as they've had enough of him, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. So, if we had a better right hand side right now, where you can go right, Mo can just sit out. We haven't got no one. What people want to keep seeing midfielders play on the right hand side that make no sense, But like Frimpong's our only natural right-footed right back right now, natural at it. Who you go play him right wing and a midfielder at right back, just so Mo don't play? It makes no sense, people. Frimpong and Mo on the right hand side makes all the sense in the world, and and if Slot can't make that work, it's not the problem of the players. Let's get that through everyone's head. It's not the problem of the players.
First, I was going to come to Luke next, but I'll come to him shortly. Jay came in like a like a wrecking ball just then. Ends. I'll come back to you.
No. That is so talk about premeditation.
No, not even.
Crazy.
The next question was going to be for Luke. So
Throw your question, bro. Luke ran. It's fine. Big up, Luke.
One thing that has happened with Salah over previous seasons with the Afcon is that he starts the season on absolute fire, then goes to Afcon, and then kind of doesn't hit those same heights in the second half of the season when he comes back. Now, before he's gone to Afcon, you'd arguably, well, not arguably, he didn't hit very high heights before he went to Afcon. Do you think we could be seeing an opposite this season, or do you just think it's a combination of him being out of form, Slot's tactics, the morale of the team, structure? What do you think ends in that situation?
So in terms of, you're talking about the reverse.
See, that wasn't a crazy question, was it? See,
no, it wasn't. It can be because it could have been, but it's fine. I like the way you worded it. I think if you're looking at the reverse, he hasn't done well this season yet. And that's down to obviously Arne Slot's tactics as well, but partly himself in terms of his standards that he holds, and he hasn't hit the heights that he normally expects himself to hit. Tactically, I think Arne Slot has got it wrong with him, but the things that we see in game, which is like his touch and, when he's trying to take people on and losing the ball, that's not down to tactics. That's just down to him not hitting the heights he normally hits. And then you're talking about the reverse, right? So the reverse is he's gone to Afcon, scored 4 goals in 4 games, 1 assist, maybe 2, I think it was. So you're hoping he can bring that form back to Liverpool. The problem he has now is Arne Slot is kind of shifted the way we want to play. And I know Jay said we don't look better in terms of defensively. We still conceding those stupid chances. But the numbers are there, isn't it? The numbers are there to say that we've conceded far less and we're keeping more clean sheets than what we were doing before. Obviously, chances created and conceding against us is still kind of a big factor and a big problem that we have. But it is where it is at the moment. But if Salah comes back in to this team, I think he would have to adjust his position. And I think that's the way you get the best out of it. We're not getting there yet. Okay, we're not.
No. I'm saying if you talk, just elaborate on that. What's your thoughts?
Because if you look at the way that Egypt got the best out of him is in a 2-man up top, isn't it? Or him playing alongside or just in front, or vice versa. He goes in front, Mamouche drops in, or Mamouche goes, he drops in, and then you got the 2. And he scored 4 goals in 4 games and got an assist there. So I think him being closer to goal, you're not asking him to do all this wing play stuff where he clearly doesn't have anymore. But it doesn't mean that his finishing isn't there and what he can offer the team isn't there. It's just if you're going to play out on the right, you're ineffective. So why not let's put you in a position. I'm not saying, look, that he's going to come in and play like a 10 or the manager's going to change the system to suit him. But if you want to get the best out of him, you're going to have to do something similar, whether that's McAllister comes out and he put him in a 10, but he goes closer to the striker as a second man in Ekitike, because clearly he doesn't want to play Wirtz in the 10 yet. He wants to play him on the left wing. So even if you went Wirtz left wing, Frimpong right wing, Salah behind Ekitike, that could be something that you can try in it, and you guys can argue what midfield goes with that. But could it do in the reverse? Yes. But if he comes back and plays in the right, and I could be wrong, he could come back on the right wing and score goals, which I don't think he can't score goals from there. But I think if you want to get the best out of him, you got to put him more inside, eliminate the wing stuff that he needs to do. He's not beat, and I know Jay, you mentioned Frimpong in terms of him, but that's what you want from your wingers: beat your player, get the ball into the box.
That's why I want Salah playing that. This is why I'm not saying Salah plays like a right wing. I'm saying he plays like inside right, and you let Frimpong have the width. So Frimpong has the width from a right back position to take players on and go on the outside, and Salah plays inside right. Inside right is where Mo is at his best, in that inside right channel where he finds the space and he can get into them areas. I don't want to see Mo touch. I don't want to see Mo like we saw before, him on the byline, on the touchline, keeping the width and his fullback in front of him. Inside of him. That makes no sense. Literally makes no sense. What we do on the left-hand side, the fullbacks are on the our fullbacks are on the inside and our wingers are on the outside. It should be the other way around, especially for the wingers we got. So I just look at it right now, like you said, like we got no one else who can play there right now. Yes, Frimpong could do the right wing thing. That's all cool. But then who plays right back and midfielder? It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Ram, before Salah went to the Afcon, you mentioned the Brighton game, which was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we played the formation of a 4-3-1-2 with Salah almost playing the second striker. Now, loads of people in the fan base wanted a 4-4-2 diamond, the 4-3-1-2, some sort of variation with two up top. Ideally with Ekitike and Isak, but if Isak's not available due to his injury, you go with Salah, right? Do you think Arne Slot goes back to that formation, especially with what Enz and Jamie are saying regarding playing him close to goal and less of a touchline winger? Do you think that is the way Arne Slot might actually go, given that Salah is now back from Afcon? Or on his way back from Afcon, should I say?
No. Straight up, no.
Oh.
Like, how... Kyle, you know that I've been crying for the diamond, crying for the 4-3-1-2 for time. Especially when me and Matt had our show, I think it was before the Frankfurt game, where we're like, this formation on paper, it works because hypothetically, each player gets to play in their right position. Organization-wise, if we lose possession, where players will occupy certain areas of the pitch, it covers those deficiencies. Like on paper, it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense going forward and defensively. But the manager, even though the manager has done it a couple of times, he still hasn't done it on a consistent basis. We see it here and there, then we revert back to type. Like I think it was the Inter game, for example. We saw the diamond work out there, and it didn't work out that great because we played Joe Gomez at right back and Robbo at left back, and I was like, this is a formation you need your most dynamic wing backs, and you didn't play either Kirkes nor did you play Connor. Well, you didn't play Connor Bradley. Like, it's just he does the right things but doesn't use the right personnel. Like, for some reason he loves McAllister in that 10 instead of playing Wirtz in that 10. Like, we saw how good Wirtz is when he's in that pockets of space in the penalty area or in between the defensive line and the midfield line of the opposition. Like, it's stuff like that where it's like, if he's going to play that formation, is he actually going to utilize it properly in our eyes, where he can get the best out of players? Because at the end of the day, I said it before, when I first tried to do the formation, I didn't want Salah to play in the striker because I said hypothetically, even though it does work, I haven't seen him play up top for a very long time. Probably the last time I saw him play up top was under Klopp against...
Yeah.
So
in 18-19 was that?
18 Bournemouth away, I think, if I'm not mistaken, when we beat them 4-0. It's been a very, very long time. And I said I would rather have Chiesa and Ekitike because I know those two have played up top in their respective teams before they joined us. So that's the thing. Like, how is it that I can say all this? I ain't got no coaching badges. I didn't manage at the highest level. But the manager don't do the same thing, or he doesn't even try to engage with it. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all.
I think he's caught in a position though, isn't it, Ram? Where he's lost so many games. He has to change stuff in it. He had to change stuff, and now he's gone ultra defensive.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So I missed the last bit. I think I may have.
Oh. No, I was just saying he's.
Sorry, am I delayed, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, you're good.
I'm not delayed or anything.
No, you're right now.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Because he's on survival mode and he doesn't want to he wants us to be as resolute as possible so we don't lose any more matches. Because we have that. We've had that. We said it about thousands of times this season. Was it the worst record in almost 80 years? 9 losses in 12. He's in survival mode. And unfortunately, he's hampering us going forward. Because even though we're still conceding chances, we're not conceding goal scoring obvious opportunities like we used to in the last couple of months.
Look who we played.
We played Arsenal.
This
we
has
played
got to
the
be
best
put
team in the league.
Yeah, what we played up and we
Emirates.
played Leeds twice and didn't beat them. We've
should have lost to Sunderland at home.
We should have lost to Sunderland if it weren't for Chiesa running 30 yards back to clear it off the line. I think a lot of this has to be put in context with the teams we've played as well in recent times. Like we conceded 3 goals to Leeds. Do you know what I mean? It's just, and then a 0-0 with Leeds at home at Anfield. It's just not. It's not good. A lot of this has to be put in context. Yeah, the Arsenal result was good. We beat Arsenal with Salah at Anfield. So, so we didn't win without him, but we won with him. So it's like everything can be put in context. You know what I mean? I think we got to be careful going down a route where all of a sudden a player it's been fantastic for the 7 or 8 years he's been at Liverpool. He's just now done at quick. Because has Salah been that much worse than Virgil van Dijk and Konate this season? Probably not. Has he been that much worse than Cody Gakpo this? Has he been that much worse than Cody Gakpo this season? Probably not. Has he been worse than McAllister this season? Probably not. There's quite a lot of players in our team that are probably getting away with it a lot more because obviously Salah spoke out. That's why he's not getting away with it. I get it.
But Salah's got the big contract. He's got the big $400,000 a week contract, and when you sign
so Virgil, and he's been shit all season. So
I wouldn't say Virgil's been crap all season. He's started the season really well.
He's been very average, and I just think we just got to be careful with this whole thing. For me, there's just only one guy to blame in this. I don't like blaming. I don't hate any of these players, to be fair, but I will say I will give him a little bit of credit slot here, though. I think he finally figured out what to do with Florian Wirtz. It's taken till January, but I think he's finally figured it out. And that's not give him a position on the pitch. I think he's realised what to do with him now. Just give him a free role. Let him go and do his thing. Let him go and pick up pockets of space. Let him get close to Ekitike. Because if you watch our team play, everyone's got a position. They very much are rigid to their position in Arne Slot's team, yeah. But Wirtz in recent weeks, he's let him off the leash a little bit where he can go off the left, he can drift into the middle, he can go over to the right, he can pick up the ball in pockets of space and and use his skill set on the ball to make things happen and be creative. So I think in the last few weeks, I'll give Slot a little bit of credit for that. I ain't going to be a dick about it. It looks like he's finally worked out how to get the best out of someone like Florian Wirtz. And that's getting him close to like an Ekitike as well, because when them two play together, they're very good linking up together extremely well. So, yeah, I'll give Slot a little bit of credit for that. I ain't going to be a dickhead all the time,
man. Luke, I'll come to you next. Our attack this season, barring Ekitike, has been widely toothless. Ekitike has been the shining light of this season, especially from an attacking standpoint. Isak's underwhelmed, Salah's underwhelmed, Gakpo's underwhelmed. Chiesa has barely had chances when he's played, he's underwhelmed. And then Rio's barely had any minutes. Do you still believe Salah is the best and main attacker at Liverpool despite his form this season so far? Chill ends.
No, I'm not doing that. I told you, bro.
Is he the main attacker? I don't know.
Should hear what Luke has to say.
I think he shouldn't be the main attacker anymore. I think that he should be slowly being phased out of being the main guy. I think you sort of the second Isak's walking through the door, you're probably thinking, okay, Salah's not going to be relied on to be the main goal scorer. But then we probably didn't realize Isak was going to be this bad, and now Isak's now injured for the rest of the season. So I do think at the start of the season, I think the plan was for Salah's role to be the main guy to be reduced as the season's gone on, providing that the other signings stepped up. Obviously, that's not been the case. And obviously coinciding that Salah's taken a dip in form. So yeah, it's not great. He shouldn't be the main guy anymore. Like, he shouldn't be the main guy anymore. He should be taking more of a, I was gonna say more of a squad option, but you know, like you saw how he took sitting on the bench for a few games. So yeah, it's not great.
Fair dues. Right, I'm gonna take a little leaf out of Enz's book. We did a show on his channel yesterday, and we spoke about starting 11s. However, Salah wasn't in. Salah was involved in that, to be fair. But I'm gonna slightly change it around. So the back four at the moment, in my opinion, picks itself. Goalkeeper picks itself. Now, let's say, for example, we went with the 4-4-2 diamond or the 4-3-1-2. Are we all in agreement that Sobo should definitely be starting?
Yeah,
not right.
Yeah.
Are we in agreement Jones should be starting?
Yeah.
Grav?
No.
Yes.
All right, Jay, why not? Who would you start instead of Grav then?
I thought my midfield three be supposed like Curtis Jones and Wirtz. I've said that loads of times.
So who'd be number 10 in this situation then?
I wouldn't play a 10.
So you'd go Salah, Ekitike, and Gakpo.
Yeah, I've said that. I'll keep saying this. I don't think Wirtz is an out-and-out 10 like everyone thinks he is. Wirtz can play. He's just a special talent that can play that 8 and 10 role. You know, Wirtz can pick up the ball. Like, what I would do, look, in reality, this is what I would do. I'd play him like a sort of like David Silva used to play at Man City with Pep. Obviously, you need a better holding midfielder to do that.
Yeah.
But then you give Wirtz the license to play. You give him the license to dictate play in the midfield because he can do that. The way he plays, he's intelligent. Then he can break into the box. He can play on the edge of the box, playing higher up. You know, so you give him freedom. You don't dictate him to a position. And that's what I would. That's what I would do with Florian Wirtz. And I think that's what Pep Guardiola would have done with Florian Wirtz. He was at Man City. You know, he was shifting between that 10 and 8 position quite a lot because the intelligence of the footballer. But you need a monster DM to play that role. We haven't got that monster DM right now. So, yeah, that's how I would play Wirtz in the future because I want Wirtz to play with freedom and he's the kind of player you need to let play and play with freedom and make things work for the whole team and connect things and get in the edge of the box and link things up and start from a deeper position and all that kind of stuff because that's the kind of footballer he is. He's extremely intelligent, clever, skillful, high IQ footballer. And that's how I'd go about it in the future. For right now, I can understand why he plays the 10 because we arguably haven't got the DM strong enough for Wirtz to play a little bit deeper right now.
Fairs. All right, so midfield 3, most of you are happy with that. Jay would swap Grav out for Wirtz. Now the front, let's say we're going with a front 2. Are you guys happy with it being Salah and Ekitike, or do you think Gakpo should get the nod ahead of Salah? Chiesa, maybe.
I've said this before, Cal. I would have played Chiesa and Ekitike together because they know they both before they joined Liverpool. Chiesa played in the front 2 with Juventus, and Ekitike did it with Eintracht Frankfurt. And those, in terms of the quality of players and the stylistically, in terms of what you want in a front 2, they're the most similar to what I would want my front 2 to be. And plus, Ekitike's played with a player that's similar to Chiesa in many facets of the game in Mamouche. But especially like his ability, he may take up wider positions. He likes to run, make runs off the ball. He's a very, very intelligent footballer, Chiesa. And Chiesa's played with very similar players to what Ekitike was.
Chiesa hype.
It's not Chiesa hype because we've actually seen it play. Have we seen Salah play in the front 2 and it work? Like I said, the last time we saw Salah play as a striker was in 2019. And I don't want to see Gakpo as striker because we saw Gakpo as striker for the last couple of games and it's just not working. Again, utilizing the squad to maximize the output, in my opinion. That's how I see it.
Let's say this is the starting lineup from now until the end of the season. Should everyone stay fit? Are you confident, guys, that we get top 4 with this?
Yeah, because the league's shit. Simple. as
And
that.
on that bombshell,
No one else, is no one else confident we get top 4 with this starting 11?
I think we'll get
I'm
top 4
confident
by
that. Oh, go on.
default.
Sorry, Luke. Go on, bro.
I think we'll get top 4 by default just because, I don't know how much of a manager bounce United and Chelsea are both going to get, respectively, from Rossini and Carrick. I know we're not that manager bounce will be good enough to overtake us.
Look, if you're going to play a 2, you can only play a 2 if you've got Ekatike and Isaac for me. You can't play it any other way. Yeah, if you had Ekatike and Isaac both fit at the same time, then I'd play the 2. But I wouldn't play a 10 because you don't need to play a 10 if you've got Ekatike with Isaac in your front 2 because the way Ekatike naturally drops deep.
So you play Verts off the left then?
Yeah. I'd play Verts off the left right now, and let him have that free roll where he's not stuck to the left-hand side, where he can drift about and pick up pockets of space and stuff like that, like he's been doing the last couple of weeks, pretty much.
Not necessarily. You could ask. The thing is, you can play it with a front 2, but it's just dependent on what the manager asks of the player. If the manager asks the player to, say, for instance, for Ekatike, instead of dropping deep, go out a bit wider to provide us with a lot of width, then I think he's still. Then I think he's still. Well, he has the capabilities of doing it. That's the thing.
He doesn't.
He does.
Like, I swear people don't. I swear people don't watch the football. Ekatike.
I've watched this guy play for the last year, man. Come on.
I've never seen Ekatike drift to the left and do anything.
What? Not at Frankfurt.
He's never. Yeah, I can drift to the left in Germany. It's like Timo Werner drifted to the left in Germany and was amazing. He couldn't do it in England.
Timo Werner's main problem was it wasn't clinical enough. It wasn't to do with that. What are we doing?
Okay, look, I don't get it. I personally don't get it. But go for it. Yeah, go for it.
No, I mean, but you use Timo Werner as an example. That wasn't his issue coming to England. His issue was he wasn't clinical enough. The reason why I wanted him at Liverpool, and I said this at the time, is because we create abundance of chances. So even if he misses 5, he'll score 2 or 3. That's how we do it.
If everyone people in the chat want him playing left hand side as well, cool, wicked.
No, but I'm not asking.
No. Everyone's
the instructions you give
everyone. Yeah, I know. Everyone's saying about the Bundesliga. By the way, for people who don't know, I was actually the one who wanted Ekatike before anyone else spoke about it. So yeah, let's just chill there.
Eki played in the front 2 in the Bundesliga though,
with Mamouche. He was like Cal. He was doing more or less what I like to call the Heskey role.
He did all the work for Mamouche when he was at Frankfurt. He did all the work for
Salah, can't we? Have him and Salah up front together.
The thing is, that's where I don't think it works. I think it has to be the other way around. I think Salah's got to be the facilitator for Ekatike as opposed to the other way around. I don't think it works.
Exactly.
First, in terms of, I mean, at the beginning of the season, a lot of people were saying Ekatike left wing. That's kind of died down now, and I don't think we'll see that, especially until the end of the season.
Yeah.
In terms of Ekatike, though, is there a worry that we could potentially burn him out as a striker because we have no other options?
Slot said he's already burnt out. He's only played 4 games, but apparently he's done already. So, ask your manager.
Not mine.
What's can I just ask a quick question then? Why is I just don't get it. When we say these players are like overworked, right? I know they play a few more games than they normally
barely plays,
but doesn't that come with success though? Because if you're a successful club, you are going to be playing more games than not, and it's down to the manager to rotate when needs be. So he can't say, "Oh, we're burning him out," because he's the one that's in charge of taking him off and putting him in when he needs him to. So he could take him off earlier, or he can decide not to start him in a game if he wanted to. But when did we come to this point where a striker can't even play 38 games in the Premier League?
I hear what you're saying. You're not wrong. Again,
do you know what I mean? Like it's mad. Like
not to out us.
It's a myth.
Not to out us for our age though, ends. But are we not looking at this maybe from yesteryear where those players were so robust, but the game wasn't as fast and there wasn't as many, like even international games, there wasn't as many international games as there are now, and traveling all that stuff as well.
If you're broadening the conversation, Cal,
and Champions League as well, ends. Even Champions League's been extended.
If you're broadening the conversation, Cal, you're right. But we do not play fast-paced football.
No,
We're walking everywhere.
We're
We
talking about
walk.
our team, not what the rest of the world is doing. Our team do not play fast pace, so there's
That's
no way
true.
these men can tell me that they're tied in a game.
yeah,
They've worked harder recently because they're doing a lot more defending. Yeah, there's a bit more hunger and a bit more bite in terms of running back and trying to do a job. But we don't play fast-paced football. And 9 times out of 10, we have more ball than possession than the other team. And when we look at our players, 9 times out of 10, they're static. They're standing still waiting like, oh, where do I go? And it's side to side. So there's no way. If you broaden the conversation, yeah, you're right. Like, if I'm looking at other teams and they're running and sprinting if this was a Klopp team, then I'll be like, listen, rest the striker for a minute because you man have got we've had 10 transitions in the last 5 minutes. I think let's rest him, take him off because his hamstring might go. This covering this amount of ground is kind of crazy. But we play slow football. So our strikers should be able to play 38 games. And then if you don't think he can and you think you're overloading his work, cool, not a problem. Take him out and put someone else in.
Luke, who would you put in? Sorry, Ram. Luke, if Ekitike, I'm not going to say, let's say Ekitike needs a rest for a game. Who comes in as a striker?
What is this? Assuming that Salah's back from the Afcon?
Yeah. Because Will Wright isn't fully fit. Jaden Dans isn't fully fit.
Will Wright
never play, bro.
I'm just naming the strikers. Yates is not fancied by the manager.
My choice. I'd stick Salah up front.
Hey, Will Wright has more goals than Isak as well, bro. So
don't do that.
Camacho's got more club goals than Salah this season. Just saying. No, I'd stick Salah up front.
Are we all forgetting about someone? And the player that kind of everyone has seen as the scapegoat so far this season.
Jamie, Cal, stop being devil's advocate for 1 second, please. Just stop it.
I'm not. I promise. I promise you, I'm not. Everyone knows my.
He has been playing strikers, be fair, but I think
he's Liverpool's second striker. Yeah,
he might have to be from now to the end of the season. He might have to cover left wing and striker.
As the only man up top.
To be honest, I'd rather have Salah up front.
Right, what else do you want me to do, bro? Who else is there? I would chance Jaden Dan in the FA Cup or maybe not against Brighton.
Jaden Dan's back ain't ready for this work, bro.
That's what Will Wright, I think it's very early to put Will Wright in. He's just come from Salford. He's had a bad injury and then he just come back into the under 21.
Scored 5 goals.
Let's leave the Will Wright stuff alone, man. Like,
I think Salah.
I'm with you. Look, I like Will Wright as a youth player. Yeah, right. We might all give him a chance. Slot don't like youngsters. We know this. So, like, Will Wright, any other manager, if Klopp was here, he might actually give Will Wright a little run out in a cup game or something like that to see what he does. But I don't think this manager's going to. I think Cody Gakpo would be second choice striker
false
behind
nine,
TK.
someone put in this chat.
I just looked at minutes played, right, for players for our team this season. You know, you're saying about, Slot made a comment, was it last week or the week before that Ekitike's playing load was a lot or something recently, and that's why he rested him and that.
Yeah.
Well, Alexis McAllister's played more minutes than Ekitike this season.
No way.
Has he really? I suppose
he has. Yeah, it makes sense. Because Ekitike,
and then Isak was getting games ahead of him, innit?
Then Ekitike picked up an injury as well.
Cody Gakpo's played more games than him.
I missed a game.
Salah's at Afcon and he still has more minutes this season then.
He's got more minutes than Ekitike as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Can't wait for him to get sacked.
No, it's not, Cal, because he's the star boy, so you got to play him, innit?
Can't wait for that man to get sacked.
Van Dijk's played every. Van Dijk at 34 years of age has played every single minute.
Has Szoboszlai played every?
No, because he got suspended in one game.
Yeah, that's right. Well, look, we will see what happens. We will see what happens when Salah is back. Speaking of the rest of the squad, going into the summer, we all said we wanted a centre back. We sold Kwanzaa, we got Leone in. We still said we wanted a centre back, and that centre back was Mark Guehi. Now, I'm going off an assumption here, and I'll take full responsibility. This is nothing to do with the panel. This is only my thoughts. I don't necessarily know if Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards would have targeted. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what streaming I did there. I don't know if I don't know if Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards would have targeted Guehi because of the profile of defenders they've typically brought in to Liverpool in terms of tall, pacey, and the rest of it. However, Mark Guehi on the ball is one of the best ball playing centre backs in the league, and we all know Slot really likes someone who can play out from the back with the ball. Hence why we've seen him play Gravenberch there at points this season. However, in January right now, there's rumours linking him to Arsenal. Man City seem to be the front runners at the moment, if reports to be believed. Plus, we also
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Sam is such a troll. No amount of money can get you to kick out Ram. Do you think, Luke, I'll start with you on this one. Do you think Mark Guehi actually moves this window? Or do you just think it's a lot of hearsay at the moment?
I don't know. I think if City put down the money and offer him the wages, then I could possibly see him move. But I think if you're Palace will want to sell him now because he's going for free. But I just don't think Guehi's that interested in a move to City. So I think he's going to stay and cash in that big signing on fee that he'll get in the summer wherever he ends up going.
Sam, you just come here to start trouble, Sam. Is this what we do?
Now, do you know what, Sam? If he put through £500, then we talk. Then we could talk. You know what I mean? Put your money where your mouth is, man.
Ram, I'll start with you here on this one. Then Luke doesn't reckon that he's interested in a City move. Do you reckon Liverpool could potentially be sitting around and waiting to see if City put in a bid, and if Palace accept, then they may make a move themselves?
It depends on what the player wants, because I've heard multiple sources saying that the player wants to see out the season and then at the end of the day, at the end of the season, he will assess his options from there. I think it maybe is because to do with the signing on fee that he'll get if he sees out his contract. Maybe a little bit of loyalty to Crystal Palace. He wants to honor the contract that they gave him at the start, because they were the team that gave him. They were the team that gave him his opportunity when Chelsea didn't think he was good enough. Even if Manchester City puts the bid in, is whether the player would want to go. And in my view, I think I was going to say PSG. I think Man City will, when they offer up the money to him, I think he will turn his head. I think it is the case.
I think with City are going to offer him $200,000 a week to join in January. I think that's all the.
That's the thing.
Of the figure to join the week.
But the problem is, right? Palace. Do they have a replacement already? Because they didn't want to give him to us because they didn't have a replacement. I don't think they're linked with any centre backs.
But I don't think Palace can't be afford to say, I will let you go unless we get a replacement, because he's out of contract in 6 months' time. So they're probably thinking, we'll take the money, we'll deal with the replacement afterwards.
It's also that you also have to think about is if he does go and they get money but they don't get a replacement, does that hamper their league form? Does it hamper their European form? Because at the end of the day, even though it's Conference League, if they win the Conference League, they're in the Europa, and it's still revenue that they're going to get from TV.
To be fair, though, around their form has been really bad.
Yeah, Glasner's he's imploding as he's going to be waltzing out.
Feels like all of them want to leave, innit, Luke? Feels like the manager wants to leave, everyone wants to leave.
Wants to leave.
Do you know what it is?
Curse strikes again.
Wow.
You have to say.
You know what's crazy though? Just speaking what you were saying, and in them their form, it's not just been a slight dip. They've gone from top 4, they're 13th in the league.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Glaston's not
massive.
It's a bad dip.
Glaston's not that great.
It's not that. But listen, I think with Guehi, bro, it's gonna be about what destination looks good. And at the moment, our destination at the start of the summer, our destination looked the best because we just came off the back of winning the title. And then you're looking at the players that the club is, pulling in, and you go, right, I want to be a part of this. But then you look at what we're doing now and you go, is that the right environment for me to now go into? City's environment looks a little bit better than ours right now, because even though they've not been at their best, they're still in a better position than what we are.
There's still uncertainty over Pep because you don't know.
That's fine, but it's about the environment. We have uncertainty as well with whether our manager is going to be here. Is he going to get the best out of Mark Guehi right now? Does he look like he's going to get the best out of all the players? So he's going to probably think, what is going to be the best destination? And that's why I said we should have got him in the summer, and now we've now allowed him to go. Let me just sit back. Like you said, let's sit back until the summer and let's assess what environment for me is going to help me, go to the next level in my career. And at the moment, does that Liverpool scream that at you to go? That's where you need to go. That's where you're going to go and develop.
Can I also add on that? There's been a lot of rumors about Harry Kane leaving to Barcelona this season.
That's not.
And I think it may happen. I think it may happen.
Never.
I think it may.
He's not Barcelona type player, bro. It's not coming in.
I don't think they could afford him either.
He's got.
They can, Cal. Don't worry about that. But it's not.
They're gonna get some form of investment, Cal. They're gonna get some form of investment.
Corner flags will get sponsored in.
Corner flag is crazy.
I've got the answer anyway. So.
Excuse me.
But I think Barcelona love a free transfer. They love a free transfer, and I think that is also not. That's what I'm saying. There's just so many clubs in the market.
Mark Guehi will be an Arsenal player next summer.
Okay. Why do you think that, Joe?
Because apparently they're favourites for his signature now. I've heard quite a few stories about this now, and I think Arsenal are being very clever about it. And the way Arsenal are settled as a team right now, we might hate this, guys. We might all hate this, yeah. But out of all the top 3 teams right now, Arsenal are the most settled. They got the most settled squad, the most settled coach, the most settled everything behind them. So Mark Guehi might look at it and go there. If he was going to go to a European club, it would be done this month because they can sign him on a pre-contract this month and a free transfer. So they could do it this month. So I don't see him going abroad. I have a sneaky feeling he might be an Arsenal player in the summer, just because there's less uncertainty at Arsenal the way they're going right now, which as I said, we might all hate it, but it's true.
Well, what does he do then, Jay, in your opinion? Because he goes there and sits on the bench. He's not playing over Gabriel or Saliba.
No, I think he plays fullback. I think he plays fullback.
Oh,
I can't see that.
No,
I don't see him joining just to play fullback.
No,
what makes you so certain that he does sit on the bench?
Because that's the two combination. Arteta is settled in his thinking in terms of what works. You're not taking Gabriel out. He's one of your most threat from.
He's the leader. He's the leader, right? Of the defense,
and he's a leader as well. And then Saliba he's doing what he needs to do. You're not going to come in and take his position. Persky is an England international now. You go and sit on the bench. You're not making that team.
Yes,
he's not going to give that up for that reason.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Could he not back himself to take one of their spots?
Nah, bro. It's not about backing yourself. You're going into an environment that has like 8 centre backs. I
think 4 of them are exclusively fullbacks.
I think
there's still centre backs and I can play multiple positions, bro. Like he's not going in to be third choice. He's not going in to be second or first choice.
But wouldn't you have done that at Liverpool in the summer, though?
Nah, because I think that if not based on the fan base and not based on what everyone was saying, he would have come in and taken Kanai. There's one man in front of him. At Arsenal, he's going to have 2 or 3.
But I think with Arsenal, because I think he could end up playing left back. Because I saw a comment saying Nketiah, but Nketiah is there on loan with an option to buy, so he could go. They could move Lewis Skelly into midfield, which would
there's too many spinning like there's too many like spinning plays there, Luke. But it's not a bad shout, but there's too many like you're gonna shift players and players that might leave. There's too many speculations around that. So I think City's probably the best position. City's the best position because they've run out of centre backs with the injuries, so it makes sense. Liverpool made sense because we were short in that area as well. And it made sense to make sure but we only had 2 senior and. Would you count Gomez as one of those? Leone was more of a youngster
in the summer. Like when it comes into the summer, there's going to be Van Dijk and Leone left. Kanai will be off, and then we'll probably sell Gomez.
But then again, Luke, as I said, the position might open up where he can come and just seemingly put himself in. But then he has to look at, okay, where is Liverpool at? Does it look like Liverpool are going to win the title next season if I go there, or does it look like this is a 2-year job where we're going to have to build? And then potentially the second year of his career at Liverpool. he has to make a choice based around what he's got left in his career, right?
Yes, sir.
And so that's what I said in the summer. It made sense because we just came off the back of winning the league and the players we was buying, so it made sense. But the way we've gone this season, the environment doesn't look like the right space. I'm not saying that doesn't put us in the hat, but if I was him and say Pep comes in now for him, it makes sense for him to go there. Okay, it would just makes sense because you go, right, I'll go there. They've got a stronger possibility of winning the league. Like their centre backs all injured, so I can go and stamp my authority and get and take that position there. And then even if they come back, most of them are way older than him anyway. So he can that and then it gives him that light where he's like, I'm going to be playing week in, week out for this team, and that my England position doesn't go.
Yeah. What I don't understand about the whole situation, maybe Liverpool have changed the way they do things. Yeah, Liverpool very rarely do free transfers because they don't like playing the high signing on fee and the high wages. So they don't see it as a good business thing, free transfers. So him being a free transfer, you're going to have to probably give him a high sign-on fee and higher wages than you would now if you bought him. So I don't understand why Liverpool are waiting. If Liverpool are that desperate for him, this is my concern about it. Liverpool are gambling that they believe Mark Guehi has just said yes to them in the summer and he's going to say no to everyone else. Right? Yeah. That's what it sounds like from me, from a Liverpool point of view, because otherwise you're gambling with it. They must have insurances from Mark Guehi that he will be a Liverpool player in the summer and he's going to say no to everyone else. And they got like this gentleman handshake kind of thing in the background that no one else knows about. Because Liverpool right now need 3 centre-backs. Because Virgil this time next year might not be here. Konate is probably not going to be here. Joe Gomez is probably not going to be here. That's 3 centre-backs gone. We've got Leone is the only centre-back. So Liverpool need to buy at least 3 centre-backs, 1 this January and 2 in the summer, if you ask me, unless they do all their business in the summer. So it's very strange to me that Liverpool are just not going, you know what? It was 35 million in the summer. It's 35 million there. Yes, Palace are bending us over a barrel here, but we've got no choice. We're desperate. Same like Man City. If they go and do it, it's because of desperation, because they need it. Go and get him in, give him the wage that you'll go give him anyway. So they'll probably go and give Guehi something around, what would you say, guys? Probably 150 grand a week if we bought him in the summer.
About 200 apparently.
So they'll go give him that wage anyway that's reported now. So I don't understand it. It is a little bit confusing. So the only thing I can gather from it is that Liverpool have reassurances from Mark Guehi and like a gentleman handshake or something that he will go to Liverpool in the summer for free.
If that's the case,
would anyone have an issue with Guehi being on 200k a week?
No.
That's conjunction with
Gap on 250 a week. Like if we're complaining about Guehi on 200,
that's probably what he's
worth. Why do we even care how much they get?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying we do, but I'm saying the general. Like, if I was to ask, should we keep Konate? A lot of people say he's not worth the 200k.
Yeah,
Konate wants Virgil money, and he does not deserve Virgil money. So
there's also we have to be realistic as well, because so many people said this. The only way you can retain these players by giving these players the money that they want, like the 200Ks. Like we can't be, unfortunately, in today's game, we can't be expecting to keep all these players if we're offering them 100k a week. Unfortunately, it's just how the market goes now. The market's just been inflated even further, and other clubs across the country, whether we say it's right or not, they're offering this kind of money or mega money for their players as well. So it's just how the cookie crumbles.
The thing about Ibu, because all we keep hearing about Ibu online is that him and Liverpool can't agree on a contract, terms keep getting rejected and all that. No one knows anything financially. That's the thing. We don't know what Liverpool have offered financially, as a package. We don't know what Konate wants as a package and financially. Like if Liverpool are offering Konate 200 grand a week, right, to be like Konate's going to be 27 in May, I believe. So he's coming to them years as a centre back where you're starting to reach your level, for the next 3 years. So Liverpool might be looking at it and thinking 200 grand a week for a 27-year-old centre back, who for me is not world class, and I keep saying it, I don't think it's world class, but for 200 grand a week for a 27-year-old centre back who's very good, give him a 3-year deal, goes to 30, then Liverpool got a bit more negotiation room if he does go to that level, then Liverpool can give him and then a monster contract like they did with Virgil after that. So maybe that's how Liverpool are looking at it. Again, I don't know. It's all speculation, ain't it? It's a bit weird.
I also do have a theory because we said earlier about Slot's fighting for his job. Like, I don't know whether or not the club even want to give him a penny in January. I want to see how he gets on until the end of the season, because if the club got 2 minds with not they want to keep him, are you really wanting to go and back him in January when you're undecided on him? I wouldn't. I'd wait to see how he gets on at the end of the season. Then if you want to sack him, and then give the new guy the money.
And that's a good point, Luke. And I think that's where Man City could just come in and snap him up, because they don't have that problem. They can just go, right, we need a centre back. Palace, here's this. Guehi, here's what we're willing to pay. Look, come in. We've got 2 players out. One's got a broken leg. I'm not sure what Diaz's injury is. Hamstring. So you can come. You're coming in and playing similar to Semenyo. We waited around, and now he's gone. Semenyo's gone to City. We wait around again, and Guehi will be at Man City.
Yeah.
And then now we're scrambling, going, who's actually out there? And then we're going to throw loads of names on the table and see which ones.
Mickey van der Ven, mate. According to Indy, Mickey van der Ven, mate.
This is the problem we have at the moment, bro. We're waiting around too much because either we don't think some of these players are good enough, or we're like, oh, let's just assess and see and wait and hope and gamble.
This is what I'm saying with Guehi. That's why I'm confused by it, because they must have reassurances from Guehi that he's going to sign for him.
Sorry to cut you, Joe. I hear what you're saying. Are we overlooking something as well, guys? With it being World Cup year, do you think some of these players might just think, I don't want to take the risk and go to a new club when settled here?
Possibly, yeah.
Funny
enough, the only player, the only standout player that left his country's not in the World Cup is Semenyo. I don't think Ghana's in the World Cup.
I think Guehi plays for England no matter what. Anyway,
yeah, I think.
No, I think his body of work is enough for this season anyway. So far,
yeah. I just think it's more about being settled mentally, though, Jay. Because again, Liverpool's a bit of a bad place at the moment. Like, will he want to just uproot and then remember?
Arsenal might be favourites. Arsenal might be favourites.
He's going to be moving from London to Liverpool. If I'm not mistaken, I still think he lived with some of his family members. Are they going to come up with him? Is he gonna buy a house straight away up there? Is he gonna have to be in hotels? Like, all those things will probably factor in. So the things that we don't think about as fans will probably factor in as well. Shout out to Reconnect LDN, good friend of mine, says he will play fullback and we will sell White in the summer.
This is what I said. Like, I don't think Nketiah is that great, to be fair. Lewis Skelly now don't look like he has any confidence whatever, and Arteta doesn't look like he rates him as a left back anymore. So you got an issue there. You got Calafiori, obviously, but he's the only Italian who can't defend. Ben White might leave this summer, like that Arsenal fan just said there. And we know Arteta likes ball playing centre backs at fullback. He really likes playing ball playing centre backs in his fullback roles. So he might be looking at Mark Guehi for that reason, and And as you said with the travel thing and all that, he doesn't have to move.
Yeah, if he's in London.
I think the Arsenal factor is one to watch on the Guehi stuff. I really do.
I will say,
really sorry, Ram. Let's say White was to be sold. Would any of you try and get Ben White?
Joke. Are you having
Absolutely
a joke?
not.
Wow.
I'm just asking. Wow.
This is what I mean about Kyle, man. He just comes in with random questions, bro. What we do?
I'm just asking questions. I've never seen Ram look this disappointed in me in my life.
I think Ben White looks very good.
Random questions, that's great.
I think Ben White looks good for Arsenal because of the way Arsenal play. It suits his. He'd be exposed in the Liverpool team if you ask me.
I just think Ben White's a good player. I'm not gonna lie. Wow.
I'm not buying a footballer.
Stand-up comedy. This is dark. Where's this coming?
I'm not buying a footballer
either.
I'm not buying a footballer that don't actually like football. Do you know what I mean? And Ben White's come out and said he don't like football, so I'm not.
Wow.
Ben White at right back out. I hear it, man.
No, I didn't.
Lord of mercy.
Well, you could put him back in his natural position as centre back.
Yeah, guys, throw
Lord
the tomatoes in the chat, man. Throw the tomatoes.
Benny Blanco.
Crazy, bro.
There's a reason my man don't play centre back no more. there's a big reason.
Hey, it's
Bro,
not-
he was
it's
a centre back
not
and he's
one to
shoved
run
out to the
behind
right
them.
back. He can't get centre back, and you think Margay's going there to nah, bro. He's getting,
Oh
and he wants to go there
my.
and play left back or right back. Nah,
I'll be honest. I actually think Ben White's a very good footballer, personally. But
I hear it, man.
Who would you?
Same-
Wait, what's the
same
difference?
country
What's the
proper
difference
industry.
between Ben White and Joe Gomez, Carl?
One's less.
Except one's injury prone. Except one is injury prone. One
No,
is
no,
that
no. Ben White is injury prone as well, bro. Let's not do that.
not
Oh,
as
yeah.
injury,
What?
It's injury
Nah,
prone,
Cal,
yeah.
listen, I know
not as
you want
injury
that
prone as
Liverpool, but-
Gomez.
Nah. Ben White, brother. You
Nah,
don't
to be
even know
fair,
when he's available.
To be fair,
You know-
Ben White has had a lot of injuries the last couple of seasons. He ain't been playing a lot.
Joe Gomez has as well. We do it. Like I love Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez,
But they're
my
both
guy,
as
but
bad as each other, bro. Like it's
no,
it's
Joe
just like-
Gomez worse.
Is Ben White a better defender than Joe Gomez?
No.
At right back, yes. He's
what?
a better right back than Joe Gomez.
All right, Cal, I hear it. You just want to sell him to the fans. That's fine.
No, oh my.
No, that's fine. Fine. Yeah, go
Hold
on.
on. You guys think Joe Gomez is a better right back than Ben White?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Arsenal
Yeah.
played differently to Liverpool.
And you know what? Joe Gomez can invert as a right back as well. How about that, Cal?
Yeah, Ben
Look
White
at
did
Ben
play in
White.
midfield. The Emirates.
Joe Gomez has it better.
Joe,
Ben White is
Joe,
very good on the ball, you know, guys.
He
He's
is
a
very good on the
player.
ball, but he can't play centre back.
Are we?
I'm not even trying to say we should get Ben White. I just think he's.
No,
playing
you
that
are.
shit down.
no,
Yeah,
it,
you
it,
asked the
does, it does sound like you are getting there.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
You did ask
I've-
a question, guys. If you leave,
I've got a question, guys. Yeah, you saying about how settled the squad is? Isn't this similar to what we experienced in 22-23 when we had Fabinho, Henderson as our midfielders? Being like, who would want to sign for us? We ain't got Champions League football. Squad ain't settled. We don't even know what's going on with Klopp. Do you say it's the same as that?
I
What
think
worse?
it's worse than-
Because we
what-
spent 500 million in the
Yeah,
summer
this is worse
beforehand.
than 22-23 because we
Our
have
current side.
we have a squad good enough to be challenging for the title.
Well, it's not the
22,
squad, then, it's
23
the
we
manager,
didn't.
isn't it?
But then,
Yeah.
if you're saying that, then the squad is in a more settled space than it was back then, because we had to have
No.
we had to re-gutter the entire team.
We trusted Klopp. Do you trust Slot?
Wow.
Exactly.
and Klopp came out and said, "I don't even know why we're not winning, bro. I don't know what's going on."
Wait. We trusted Klopp. I mean, as in, I trusted Klopp. Certain people didn't trust Klopp.
Slot said it's a set pieces.
Are you
bro.
trying to say that's
our
with
problem.
me?
Nah, ends.
No.
I think he's more ending. Amen.
He
Ends.
said
I'll
it's
tell
a
you
set
what.
pieces, bro.
I'll tell you what you said, Carl. I hear it why people would want Jurgen Klopp to leave.
There's a difference between wanting to leave and wanting to get sacked.
Oh, yo, I'm so coward at you guys.
Yeah, that's dark. The Ugarte stuff will never leave me. I understand it. But I'll be honest with you at the same time, guys. I'm not just saying it for the sake of it. I do think Klopp left at the right time for his legacy and for the team. I think we needed something fresh.
100%.
I should have left last season.
All right. And what I will say, if Klopp was willing to work under Hughes and Edwards, which I don't know if he was or wasn't, then yeah,
Hey,
keep
Cal, he
Klopp.
said he won. He said he's cool with them, Cal. Why are we still creating this
No.
propaganda?
And do you know how this game?
No, Cal. we're
You
not doing
could be cool with a content creator, Bettens, but you might just not think you mesh very well.
I will choose
Dude.
not to read between the lines. Klopp said, "I'm fine with the pandemic."
You did say this.
I'm not choosing to read between no lines, though.
No, I am. Look, if Klopp
I know
was
you
willing
are.
to work with using, I think the best version we've ever seen of Liverpool was when Klopp and Edwards were actually in sync with
Working
each other.
together, yeah.
I think Klopp,
Symbiosis.
because he was now doing the managerial role in terms of doing the player recruitment and all that stuff as well, and then leaving the coaching to Linders. It's
Cal hates Klopp, you know. Raw.
I knew Dean would have something to say. I knew he would.
Man, Dean, damn.
No, do you know what? I wish Klopp just took the year off and come back.
Oh, like Pep.
Just rest and come back. Yeah, just rest for the year and come back.
That's what people saying now, Ends. That's what people saying now. He looks rested. He looks ready to go again.
10 years younger now.
Don't worry, but he's going to be Real Madrid manager next season, so he's all good.
Yeah,
I don't.
Oh, I've heard he's rubbish all those.
I did
stuff.
straight away. I
He's
read
rubbish
it. I
it.
read
Been
it.
like,
in the
no
report.
way.
Yeah, Klopp.
But
won't
if he's
do that.
happy in Germany, man, I think he's holding out for the national team as well, in my opinion.
Hold out for Liverpool job. He'll be up for grabs in a few months.
We'll be up for grabs in the summer.
Listen, man, I know what Klopp will bring in it. I know what Klopp will bring.
Okay, first.
I'm gonna say he's gonna move to Germany, bro.
That's fine as well, man. He is what he is, isn't it? But
let him live his dream.
If I knew he was up for grabs, why not?
Fairs. We'll just quickly go around the circle before we wrap things up, guys. Burnley at the weekend. Jay, did we win this game? Do we lose or do we draw?
We'll win this game.
It can be pretty.
We'll win this game.
In fact, does anyone think we won't win this game? Okay,
I'm 50-50.
You're 50-50, Luke.
I think it could be.
I'm actually
did no one remember how the game went at Turf Moor, where it took a last minute to win?
Yeah, we won.
Yeah, in the end. I mean, like before the penalty, like we knew how that game was going. Like a 0-0 stinker until Hannibal decided to stick his arm up in the air. So
he did a burger back.
The whole chat better say we better beat Burnley, by the way, because they're having a go at me about my Salah stuff and all that, and how good we are now defensively. So, the whole chat better be saying Burnley should be smashed.
Yeah, we're unbeaten in 11 without Salah. Right?
Yeah. So I want to see everyone in the chat not saying
also includes not losing to the best team in the world apparently as well.
Tell him,
1-5, won 6, lost 6. So let's not.
And we looked better than the best team in the world and their own gap as well.
We're talking about since he was dropped. We're going back to when he was playing. That doesn't look good on him. Let's not read that. That doesn't look good on him.
How many draws in that 11-game unbeaten streak?
So you're not.
Do you know, Spat? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people in the chat going, we'll beat Burnley easy. Some people are going, it's going to be a draw. Some people are saying it'll be a close 2-1.
Should we predict 2-1? Should we predict 2-1? How about this?
I thought we're better now, guys.
Can I say this, right?
We're better now.
We'll be winning 2-0 at half time, and then we concede a goal, and then we have to be parking the bus at the end of the game.
Where's everyone's confidence, man? We're better now.
No, we're winning the game. We're winning the game.
It's on with you, man. We'll win the game.
But will we play good football? Let's wait.
The definition of good football is subjective, man.
Maybe shit.
I'm happy that Ketike is back. That's one shining light.
I'll be honest with you guys. I actually think we win the game comfortably.
We should do. Versus Ketike, just go ball out and just.
Yeah, we struggled against Barnsley for fuck's sake.
In the first half, we'll play.
Scored 4 though, Luke.
Yeah, scored 4. Hey, when you watch that game, do you think that was a 4-1 game?
Luke, why are you picking on me, bro? Pick on the rest of the guys, bro.
I saw the Barnsley.
You're the one that said it. Ed, you're the one that said it. What are we doing?
I saw the Barnsley. I watched at Wrexham when they were in non-league go 1-1 against Van Dijk and nearly was successful. So 4-1.
He weren't there nearly, and he wasn't, was he?
To say the least.
You know what I mean? Well, great defending. Delayed him. Wait for the recovery from the rest of the guys.
I don't think that was great defending. I think he got killed.
Great defending. Did he go past him? Nah, man. He just shepherded him into a space. He had the little pot shot. Nothing came of it. Cool, whatever.
It's crazy, though, ain't it? Like, we're all bigging up Liverpool with this 11 undefeated streak, and everyone's 50-50 in a result against Burnley at home. That's where Liverpool. That's where Liverpool are.
Who said we're winning?
Yeah, that's where Liverpool are. No, I'm talking about the chat. Everyone came at me about my Salah stuff, and then all like tight 2-1, 0-0. I see a draw. Come on,
Jamie. I've read the script already, man. 2-0 at half time. We concede a goal in the second half, and then we start parking the bus. I've seen the script. I've read the script,
and then we'll struggle, and then maybe we'll get the third. But then there's likelihood of a 2-2. But we'll see what happens.
No, there won't be no 2-2. It'll be 2-1, bro.
You think the 2-1 and we just see it out?
We ain't gonna be scoring anything. We're just gonna be there, literally defending for our lives.
Would that be 12 unbeaten then after that one?
I would play.
You said it, not me.
hopefully Ekitike and Birch play that game. If Birch and Ekitike play that game, we win comfortably, man. Them two have to play to win comfortably.
Right, let's have these supers. Shout out to Gaz, says happy for Mane. Wanted Mo to win to shut up Carragher. Probably wouldn't have shut Carragher up though, to be fair. Big up Gaz though, as always. Big up Bartha, who says If Mo is to start, only one formation works. 4-3-3 during our 11 unbeaten run.
No, don't quote it, bruv. It's true.
He's just reading the super. He's just reading the super chat.
Just reading the super. I didn't realize it was slot in like this, man. I didn't realize.
I didn't say I'm slotted. Don't do that.
I don't know. I saw. I read the room wrong. My bad. The few times Slot has played 4-3-3, the right wing has been more of an inverted type, with Sobo and Wirtz using that space other than the right back. Time will tell.
That's what I'm saying. I was going to say the formation doesn't matter. It's just how you use the players. Like you could play a 4-3-1-2, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. It's all about instructions, what you want these players to do.
Yeah,
that's what I said about Wirtz earlier. You know, he's finally worked out how to get the best out of him, and that's not giving him. That's not giving him a position. Just let him go and play.
Play him as a striker. We're good to go, bro. That's
all. Lord of mercy.
You say play Wirtz as a striker?
No. Salah, bro. Second striker. We're good to go, bro.
On paper, it works.
Where's Salah's strengths?
I promise you, bro. It will work.
On paper, it works.
Salah at 33.
I need to see it.
Salah at 33 years of age. Where's his strengths? In front of goal or wide out on the right?
In front of goal, mate.
In front of goal.
Exactly. We all know this. We all know.
In and around the box, creating and scoring goals.
Exactly.
Out wide. Yeah, listen. You can't beat your players no more.
That's why this was the perfect time to see if the 4-3-2 or 4-3-1-2 or 4-4-2 diamond would work when Salah was away, because you're forced to.
He just played 4-2. He just played 4-2-3-1 and got on with it.
But Ram, don't worry, man. We'll have a conversation when you see it, bro, and we'll be like, "Yo, he back too."
I think it works. I think it works on paper. But I need to see it to believe it as well.
I need to put it into a simulation and see.
I run Football Manager.
Yeah, put it in a simulation, man. It's there. You can pick it, put him there, and see what happens.
Look, people, we're gonna wrap up there. Jay, tell the people where they can find you and what you got coming up today, please, bro.
So yeah, we've got the Vibe show at 10:30 on my Big Up channel, and I'll be live at 9 o'clock before that on my YouTube channel as well.
Indeed. Ends, what you got coming up today, brother?
Nothing today. There's a video dropping at 6, but tomorrow preview for this particular game. Say we're gonna smoke Burnley. But yeah, apart from that, football events, guys, if you want to come across and come and watch a few of the videos.
Brilliant. And Ram, please tell the people where they can find you and support you, bro.
Yeah, so you can find me on the Ram stand. I will be doing a video today. It will be a preview / sort of like reaction to how Liverpool's doing and Salah being back. And then tomorrow I've got a stream happening in the evening with Drifty, a gaming stream as well. So keep an eye on that as well.
You lot play ghost games and all that, innit?
Yeah, we'll be doing up Duppy games, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do not play about with Duppy and ghosts, man. It ain't for me. People, we'll be back later on YouTube this evening before we go on Big Up with a preview for the Burnley game as well. We're a Burnley fan as well, so it'd be nice getting insight from him. So make sure you check that out as well. Make sure people go and subscribe to all of the panelist channels, including Luke's as well. He's had to shoot off. Big up to each and every one of you that watched and listened. Please do smash that like button. Subscribe here if you're new as well. And let us know your thoughts in the comments, people. Until we see you again. Thanks for listening and joining. Stay safe, stay blessed. Kopish are out. Take care.